Hi everyone, this is my discussion board regarding the mindfulness activity. I enjoyed the activity this week, and like I mentioned in my written portion, working with the client when we practiced it, my coworker, one key element for us was talking about the different forms anxiety can take. In her case, she holds tension in her body, so the body scan was a really effective mindfulness activity for her because she was really able to focus in on certain parts of the body where she was holding tension and consciously, mindfully releasing it. And we also talked about the different really causes of anxiety. Some people, it's generalized anxiety. This is something they always have going on. Others, it's related to trauma they may have experienced in their past, like I mentioned in my notes as well about how physical self-awareness and, in some cases, physical self-control are parts of trauma work. If a person has less self-awareness, I've known many people to experience PTSD and not even realize that their body posture, that their muscles were tensed and tightened in that hyper awareness. That's something that you see a lot when working with anxiety disorders, specifically PTSD and trauma related anxiety. So that's something to focus on with this kind of activity. We also spoke a lot about cultural sensitivities. There are different cultures that may not be as comfortable speaking directly about body parts, like with the body scan and someone else commenting on their body. I know I've always had issues with my body personally. I'm a larger person. It's not something I worry about as much anymore, but after my children have been born, each of my children, something I'm aware of. I mentioned in my notes as well that sucking in my gut, and doing these kind of exercises and being aware that I'm intentionally releasing that tension and that there are other people in the room, specifically the person who's guiding the exercise. Um, it can also be, tailored easily to any faith-based community, which is wonderful. The way that I would present this with a client probably would be to talk about whether or not they felt mindfulness would be useful to them and what form they would like this kind of exercise to take. Are they a person who's very concrete and would like to focus on things like specifically the body scan, where you're talking directly about your body, or something that's more free form, like, yoga instructors are often talking about things like opening chakras, or you could use a different faith-based community, feeling, so it's like taking the spirit into your heart, or, certain body parts to help them focus and recenter and let go of the other thoughts racing through their heads. So I also have used this in the past with bipolar disorder clients who have trouble with those racing thoughts and that centering their mind. So just many different ways it could be used. It's really a great activity. So thanks.